Happy Saturday, everyone. I'm meteorologist James Parish coming to you live from the Dick Goddard Weather Center. Now, we're going to be tracking a wintry mess on Sunday. I know for many of us today was a messy day. We woke up to falling snow, even saw some light snowfall accumulations. Then as temperatures warmed above the freezing mark this afternoon, that snow actually turned into rain. We saw a break in the wet weather. Now we're going to be tracking some more wet weather this evening. So if you're going to be out and about late this evening or tonight, the later that you're out, the more likely it is that you're going to need the rain gear, because by 8 o'clock in the evening, widespread steady rain will be increasing across the area. But before we talk about the rain, let's talk about what we need to know about tomorrow, because once again, tomorrow may wind up being more of a wintry mess than today. Widespread rain will start our Sunday, but then that rain will turn to snow Sunday morning. So that rain will turn to snow from west to east across the area between 6 o'clock tomorrow morning and 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So by midday tomorrow, it's going to be snowing just about everywhere across northeast Ohio. And I do believe widespread snowfall totals across the area will likely range between 2 to 4 inches plus. We'll talk about where places could see a little bit more than that and where places could see a little bit less than that in just a few minutes. But the rain and the snow is not the only big weather headline for tomorrow. We are going to get hit with a cold blast of air. So yes, my forecast high for tomorrow is 32 degrees, but that will be tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will be dropping in the mid to upper 20s, and we're still going to be tracking some snow. Now, another weather headline for tomorrow outside the cold blast and that wintry mess will be the wind. I expect sustained west to northwest winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon, and wind gusts could be as high as 40 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening. So tomorrow's going to be a messy day. That rain will turn to snow. Temperatures will drop throughout the day, and it's also going to be a very windy day. Out there right now, it's kind of the calm before the mess. Not seeing much in the way of widespread precipitation across northeast Ohio. We are still blanketed by clouds, and there's still the potential for some sprinkles, maybe some patchy drizzle here or there. Now, temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 30s, and that's where they're likely going to be this evening. So any precipitation that's falling across northeast Ohio is just in liquid form, and we're not expecting any ice overnight, as temperatures will remain above the freezing mark through first thing Sunday morning. As I widen the view on Storm Fox radar, there are two things that we're keeping a close eye on. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of rain down to our southwest that will build from southwest to northeast across the Buckeye State this evening and overnight. And there will be the potential for some pockets of moderate to heavy rain as well overnight into first thing Sunday morning. Then another thing that we're keeping a close eye on is that much colder air off to our northwest. Minneapolis is at 20 degrees, Green Bay, Wisconsin's at 26, 24 right now in Cedar Rapids. As that much colder air catches up to the rain, that rain will actually turn to snow, and that's what we're going to see happen across northeast Ohio tomorrow morning. So by 8 o'clock this evening, starting to see some light widespread rain across our far southwestern communities like Mansfield, Ashland, Norwalk, maybe even to Millersburg and New Philly. Could start to see some light rain as early as 8 o'clock this evening. Rain will be likely across the area by 10 o'clock this evening, and by midnight tonight, it is going to be raining just about everywhere across northeast Ohio. Notice how we're starting to see some shades of yellow south of 76 by midnight tonight. That's an indication that some moderate to heavy rain will be possible at times overnight into Sunday morning. Now, temperatures through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning will once again be near or just above the freezing mark for much of northeast Ohio. So once again, first thing tomorrow morning, I'm not expecting any icy or snowy roadways. Temperatures will be near or above freezing, so those roadways are just going to be wet for much of the area. But look out to our west across our far western communities for places a little bit closer to I-75. That's where temperatures could drop to or below the freezing mark. That's where we could have some slick spots on the roadways, and that's also where the rain will likely turn to snow first. Now, that rain will turn to snow from west to east across the area tomorrow morning. And by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're starting to see that widespread steady snow develop across the I-71 corridor and places out to our west. While for our far eastern communities, the closer you are to western Pennsylvania, that's where we're likely still going to be tracking just a cold rain. But by midday tomorrow, widespread steady snow will be falling across northeast Ohio, and there will be the potential for some bursts of heavier snow tomorrow morning through early tomorrow afternoon. Now, this widespread steady system snow will likely taper off by 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, but we're not going to be done with the snow just yet, as lake enhanced and lake effect snow showers will continue Sunday afternoon through Sunday evening. And it probably won't be until first thing Monday morning does that chance of snow taper off for northeast Ohio. Temperatures once again tomorrow afternoon will be dropping into the 20s, and by midnight on Monday, temperatures could already be in the mid to upper teens across much of northeast Ohio. Here's my precipitation featurecast. So this is precipitation accumulation. This not only takes into account the water from the rain, but also the liquid equivalent of the snow. So this is just total water that's going to fall through midnight on Monday. And I do expect precipitation totals across northeast Ohio will likely range anywhere between 0.5 to 1.5 inches of precipitation. Once again, this is just water that's going to fall from the clouds tonight through midnight on Monday. Now, this much rain combined with the soggy ground and the melting snow could cause some flooding problems in some flood-prone areas, and it also could cause some additional flooding for places near or right along those ice jams that have developed. I know Rex Smith had an update on that coming up. He had an update at 6 o'clock this evening, and I was going to have another update at 10 o'clock this evening on the potential for ice jams as well and where they are in some parts of the area. So there is the potential for some minor flooding as well as the potential for additional flooding near and along the ice jams. Now you're probably wondering, how much snow are we expecting Sunday through Sunday night? Well, I do expect widespread snowfall totals across northeast Ohio will likely range between 2 to 4 inches plus. Where we're likely going to see that 2 to 4 inches plus will be for places along and west of 71 and for places north of the Ohio Turnpike. That's where 2 to 4 plus inches of snow will be possible, which is why this forecast model for some locations does show the potential for maybe 3 to 6 inches of snow through first thing Monday morning. Now, for places south of 76, so our far southern or southeastern communities, snowfall totals probably won't be that high, anywhere between 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow. And the reason being places south of 76 will not see as much snow is because they are going to make the transition to snow later in the morning compared to the rest of the area, which is why for places along and west of 71 and for places along and north of the Ohio Turnpike, that's why there will be a winter weather advisory that will be in effect tonight throughout the day on Sunday, because that's where we are expecting the potential for the greatest travel impacts and the highest snowfall accumulations. For tonight, my forecast low 32 degrees. Temperatures will stay above freezing or will stay near or just above freezing for much of the area. Just going to be tracking some rain. Those roadways first thing tomorrow morning will likely just be wet. For tomorrow, I do expect that high temperature for tomorrow will likely be tomorrow morning. Temperatures once again will drop tomorrow afternoon into the mid to upper 20s because that west to northwest wind will be bringing in some much colder air. And tomorrow is going to be a windy day as well. Do expect a sustained west to northwest wind at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Wind gusts tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening could once again top out near 40 miles per hour. Here's your 8-day forecast. 32 for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a messy day. It's going to be cold and it's also going to be windy. That frigid air is here by President's Day, which is Monday, a high of 16 degrees on Monday. Once you combine some gusty west to northwest winds on Monday, wind chills throughout the day on Monday will likely only be near or above zero. Now look at that low temperature Monday night into Tuesday, a low of 4 degrees. Still looking at some pretty strong winds Monday night into Tuesday as well. So that means we are expecting the potential for sub-zero wind chills Monday night into Tuesday morning. And Tuesday morning will likely be one of the coldest mornings all week long. So if the kids are going to be waiting a long period of time at the bus stop Tuesday morning, make sure that they bundle up. There is the potential for maybe some borderline dangerous cold conditions first thing Tuesday morning. High temperatures Wednesday and Thursday will still only be in the upper teens and lower 20s, but those overnight lows will be in the single digits. So there is the potential for at least a couple mornings for the upcoming work week where wind chills will likely be near or just below zero. Temperatures may start to rebound a little bit as we head towards Saturday and Sunday, with temperatures back in the upper 20s to near 30 degrees. That's your 8-day forecast. Just remember, tomorrow's going to be a wintry mess. If you want to get out first thing tomorrow morning, you're likely going to see just rain, but the later that you wait to get out Sunday morning, the more likely it is that you're going to see snow, and generally speaking, much of the area will see between 2 to 4 inches of snow. I'll have another update coming for you at Fox 8 at 10 o'clock this evening. Don't forget to check in with Alexis tomorrow morning for the very latest. And if you can't check in at 10 o'clock or first thing tomorrow morning, don't forget that you can always get the very latest forecast at fox8.com. I hope you have a great Saturday night and enjoy the rest of your weekend.